being a Black woman in a majority white setting means that my voice is diminished intentionally. Want me there physically to take up space, but don't necessarily want my voice. And that's, that can weigh on you.
The way it feels to be the expectation versus an exception. So it's like, you being like an afterthought, or kind of being someone, it's like, well, you can come as long as you like do the things we do,
Because it's really easy to feel othered when you're just walking down the street or at work. Or in the boardroom if you're working for a predominantly white institution.
Often we're seen as like dangerous or angry or this or lazy or that, and just really starting to define for myself, like, who am I outside of any of these stereotypes that are continuously changing? Who do I actually want to be? Who am I? And defining for myself who that is.
In my world, where there's so many people pulling, pushing, waiting, expecting, wanting something from me, it is so good to have someone ask, how are you? And really want to know.
There is a space for me to be able to be vulnerable and to be able to laugh and experience joy and be able to cry and confide, and I never feel any kind of fear in that space when I'm expressing myself or when I'm talking about anything, really. It just feels very welcoming, and even more so than I had anticipated.
I can one day come here and want to be social and sit in the middle of everyone and talk, but then I can come here the next day and go into one of the rooms and only want to be by myself. And then there's no questioning about why the switch or what's going on, or nobody thinks I'm acting funny, or you know what I mean? I can just come and be who I am, and I think in a lot of spaces I can't do that. So by being able to come here and do that consistently, it's helping me to realize that it's okay.
Be in a community with not only women of color where you can start to let your guard down, but also challenge any limiting beliefs that you may have had around who a woman of color is, who a Black woman is, all the things, and be able to face those with other women who know what that feels like, and be actually able to start healing those societal things that have been put onto us. And it's just been so beautiful. I feel like I have tapped into a different part of myself that I never was able to until I've been a part of this community.
I don't think you get that everywhere. You don't get to bring your whole self everywhere, especially as like mixed folks or people of color. Yeah, there's like a part of Render Free that like you don't have to overthink. I think I overthink everything, but you don't have to overthink everything at Render Free.
There's nothing really like it out there besides Render Free, and besides the kind of confidence and just being seen and being heard that Ariel kind of instills in all of us.
I don't know how to describe how I felt before finding Render Free, but honestly, being a part of it is something that has changed my life.
I'm just going through a lot of stuff in a lot of areas, and I can come here and not have to worry about being judged or what people think about me, or I can just come here and just like be who I am.
Just to be in the space, it's gonna demand that I take care of myself and take time for myself and grieve and feel every feeling that I need to feel, that I can't feel elsewhere.
I can't handle this. I did not expect this at all. Like, this is very shocking right now. That is the beauty of this community, is that we are not all the same. Even though we have that common thread of being women of color, what makes it even more beautiful is that we're able to show up beyond that part of our identity, and be seen for who we are as individuals.
I want them to know that, there's a place a physical place they can go to. As a Black and brown woman, to rest.